Imagine just randomly walking with your friends or by yourself or taking a walk, doing anything in your life and just randomly falling on the ground, hurting your knees, looking around you, and people looking at you like, why is this dude falling? What is his problem? What happened? Did he trip? Why is he on the floor? That is exactly what I had to live with almost every single time when I would either hang out with my cousins or friends, whatever. Man, it was embarrassing. And the reason that would happen to me is because something that I've been struggling with since I was about 8, 9, 10 years old. It's called muscular dystrophy. And this is a muscular illness that has no cure and still has no cure. And I think that it will never have a cure because it is impossible. It's neurological. I've been living with it, dealing with it for a very, very long time. Now, I was born perfectly normal and I was fine, but I believe I started to feel the symptoms and weird things in my body and my physical abilities at around age 8 or 9. And then it started progressing the older I got. The older I got, the weaker my muscles became. My arms, my shoulders, back, abs, my legs especially, my thighs and my knees. Every part in my body, except my calves. They're pretty big. When I got into my early teenhood, I started randomly falling. And then when I would fall really hard because my muscles would give out and my full body mass would just collapse and I always hurt my knees. And I'd have these wounds and I would keep falling on them over and over again where it got to the point where it wasn't bleeding blood anymore. It was just bleeding yellow because I kept falling on the same wounds each and every single time. I felt so ashamed, embarrassed, and angry every time it happened because as a man or as a guy, it's very embarrassing and it's a very humbling experience, especially when there's people around and they look at you weird like, what the heck happened to this dude? Maybe some people don't judge, but I just felt crappy. I just felt humbled, like, man, there's nothing worse than this. People looking at you, looking down at you. You're falling, you're a weirdo. Every time it would happen, man, I would just walk away or I would just go somewhere and man, I just couldn't suck it up anymore. I was bawling tears, man, because it was so difficult for me. And I would always hide my emotional side. I got so numb to it that the pain, I would just numb it. I would just keep everything inside. I wouldn't share anything without it, man. It was just such a hard experience to live through. And I would just cry, man.